I was like, wow, imagine if I could shoot there. And I just did. And I'm doing this film called Asia. I'm representing India, and it's a huge, huge, huge opportunity. I'm really grateful because I've always wanted to do stuff not only for myself but for my country. There's some differences obviously, like even for small things, small scenes, there's like an example video. I was facing the camera and there were moments where I would just go in my own zone and I couldn't hear anybody. It was like in my head, I was like, I am here, I've made it.
Hey guys, this is Nawaz Kochra from Team Miss Malini, and today I have with me someone who we've seen as Khoob Ladi Mardani wo Jhansi Ki Rani, and now she is all set to play an assassin in the Korean show Asia.
Yes.
Hello Anushka, welcome to Miss Malini. How are you?
Thank you so much. I am good and I am so excited to talk about my film Asia.
Amazing. And you know, I am also so excited to know everything about this space because it's a very different market.
Yeah.
It's a very unique market.
Right.
And you know, probably K-drama is something that is so relatable to the Gen Z.
Absolutely.
So it's something huge that's happening for you. How does it feel? Is it thrilling? How was the experience of shooting?
It is thrilling, it is surreal, it is like I can't believe it's happening because I'm a huge fan of K-dramas. I discovered it in 2020 for myself. When I was sitting at home in lockdown. I was also like working from home as much as possible, but there were times I was feeling low because of what was going around. And I was like, okay, what to watch? And I was like, okay, this is some new genre. Let's experiment. Let's see what happens. And I watched this first K-drama and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I have to watch more of this. And I got addicted. I fell in love with the genre. I fell in love with the entire like K-pop, K-drama, K-films, everything. And now from just, you know, I used to just tell my mom, we watch it together, me and my mom sometimes. So I used to tell my mom, imagine if I get to do content like that. Imagine if I get to do something like that. And she would be like, yeah, it'll be so fun. And then there's this place called Han River. Like we have the ceiling, they have Han River, okay? There's like a bridge connecting two places. So I was like, wow, imagine if I could shoot there. And I just did. Recently, this time, and I was almost crying.
Universe was
I was like, universe was listening to me, and I was so emotional that day. And everybody was hugging me, whoever was around me, because I was like, this was my dream, guys. I was just saying it out loud, and it just happened, you know. And I'm doing this film called Asia. I'm representing India, and it's a huge opportunity. I'm really grateful because I've always wanted to do stuff not only for myself but for my country. That's a huge opportunity, right? And in Asia, there's people from all over Asian countries, Asian artists together collaborating for one Asia project, you know. So it's a huge deal, and it's gonna actually take a long while to shoot it. We just shot the first schedule. It's gonna launch actually in 2024, where I'll be 22 years old. So yeah, it's far away, but it's for the good thing, you know. They want to be sure of every single detail because when it comes to different countries, their cultures, their style, you know, they want to be perfect with it. Yeah.
And you know, I'm sure the process that you know you are probably used to shooting in an Indian setup would have been very different there. Was it?
Yeah, of course, because there's no Indian around, obviously, and usually whenever I'm on set, there's always familiar faces because I've been in the industry for a very long time. I was 8 years old when I started, but there was, you know, strangers with me, but who didn't feel like strangers. We instantly connected, all passionate for their work, all wanting to do their best, and I was really lucky to work with this hardworking team. There's some differences obviously, like even for small things, small scenes, there's like an example video, there's like an example like storyboard that okay, they're looking at this vision, this kind of shot. There's a lot of filmmaking lessons that I got from there because the style is a little different. So yeah, I'm really happy and lucky that I'm learning so much at this age.
So I wanted to, when you back this film, like, you know, sab kuch final ho gaya. Was there a little happy dance that Anushka did, or she was emotional?
No, I was mixed feelings. Like I was emotional also, and I was like, when are we going? Then I was doing my happy dance. I was like, yeah, let's go. And then I went for the first time in Seoul. We didn't shoot. We were just doing meetings. So till then it was like a dream. But this time when we went, I was like, this is happening. I was facing the camera and there were moments where I would just go in my own zone and I couldn't hear anybody. It was like in my head, I was like, I am here, I've made it. You know, that thing, it was just a different moment and I'll never forget it.
Wow. like you said that you've made it and you are just 20.
Yeah.
At such a young age, when so much is happening, so much success is coming your way. At times, does it get difficult to deal with?
See, the best part about my job is that there's so much to explore always. Like you'll never be like, oh, okay, I'm done. You'll never feel like that because there's so much you can explore, there's so much you can work on, there's so much to learn because I'm just 20 years old, even though I've completed 12 years, 13 years, but there's so much I have to still do. There's a long way to go. But it's not difficult to deal with, why? Because I have the right people around me who always give me this reality check, who don't let me lose my sanity. Because sometimes what happens is you're in a rush, you're in a chaos, life gets messy, you're traveling, you're like, there's no time. So you need to find time for yourself. You need to find things that remind you who you actually are. You don't forget your roots. That's very important. I've learned this from the best people. MS Dhoni, hands down, most humble, most amazing human being I know. Because he's a legend. He is a legend. We are nothing in front of him, obviously.
Correct.
Like he's represented India when and for what? Like cricket. He's a legend. When I worked with him, there's no attitude. There's nothing. He's talking to the sport by the same way. He'll be humble and he'll be nice to everybody. And I'm like, dude, I want to be like him. I want to be humble. I don't want to forget who I am. He still feels like a guy next door, like a neighbor. We are from Ranchi, so he's like my neighbor. So I was like, he's so nice. I want to be like that. So it's important to have that thing in your mind, that reality check, that you don't forget your roots.
I was watching our last interview just yesterday when during Swang we had spoken.
Yeah.
And you had told me so much about how you admire Priyanka Chopra.
Yes.
And I realized that you are treading the same path. She's a global icon.
Absolutely.
And now we can also call you a global icon.
Mm-hmm.
Does that somewhere, kahin na kahin say, oh my god, like when did it hit you that, oh, I am a global icon?
Actually I am like you said, I admire Priyanka Chopra a lot, and not only like her, but there's so many people who are doing so good internationally. Like they're taking India to next level. Like now Rishi Sunak is the Prime Minister of United Kingdom. That's like the most amazing thing that happened. I'm so proud that he's an Indian. And then Priyanka Chopra, Deepika Padukone is the face for Cartier and Louis Vuitton. Priyanka Chopra, obviously we know she is the global icon. She is our Desi girl who is also the international Desi girl. So, when I see these people, when I see people telling me that Anushka, you're a global icon, yeah? You're a global star. And I get like, oh my god, this is something huge. I feel very lucky and grateful that I get to, I'm being called like that. I'm being compared to, people like them, because comparison is not possible. I'm very young still and I have still a lot of things to do. But just if people can see me going like that, that means that I'm doing something correctly. That
And 30 million followers on social media is huge.
Yeah.
वो pressure add करता है कि?
नहीं. I don't take things like this so seriously. Numbers, I don't take it seriously. I take it only as a positive this thing. Because if you get into that race of like numbers, then it gets very toxic. So I'm reaching 40 million right now, and it's a huge thing. I mean, when I tell people, they get all shocked. They're like, what, 40 million? That's a huge deal. But what I see that is, like, whenever I walk into a room, whenever I'm going to a country representing India, I remember these people. It's like a supportive system, It's like that push I get. It's like that confidence, the jacket I can wear, that, okay, there's so many people who believe in me. So it's a huge thing. I'm really happy where I am at right now, and I hope that I can make these 40 million and more people proud, and make my country reach better places.
Also, if there is one motivational, line or sentence that Anushka always tells herself before she's, doing something new or giving a shot, what is that?
I actually, just tell myself that give your best. Give your best. No matter what happens, give your 100%. Don't overthink. That's it. Sometimes it can get like, oh my god, what is this going to happen? Is this going to be okay? Am I going to do good? It gets very a lot of questions in your mind. So you just need to relax. I need to relax myself, and I'm like, just enjoy yourself, give your 100%, and just do it. And that's all.
Other than the Korean film, there is so much happening on the film front in Bollywood.
Yeah.
I'm super thrilled to watch you on the big screen.
Ah.
But how thrilled are you about
I'm
it?
also really thrilled, yeah. I mean, it's been so many years I've been working. I've explored so much around festival films, ads and short films, TV, now internationally also. So there's like, this is one sector which I've not touched
Another
yet.
tick on the bucket.
Yeah, so I'm like waiting for that right script, and I've got offers, but you know, I'm very picky when it comes to scripts. So I'm waiting for that right project for me to, you know, sign and for me to go in that market. I want to create my own space. I don't want to get into a race. I want to create my own space in Bollywood, and it's a huge industry.
And with OTT, the game has changed.
Absolutely, yeah. So I want to do good work. That's it. Good content, no matter what the medium is.
Also, you know, so if there has to be one best part of 2022 for you,
Yeah.
what would that be?
Yeah, it has to be the Korean project for sure, because that is something which was unexpected, and just going there, working there, it was just an emotional journey also for me internally, because this was like something really huge happened in 2022. Even last year was great. Last year was also touchwood. Like even with the lockdown, there were fans who also gave me a lot of support and love. So, you know, these past few years have been really great for me, but 2022 was really one of those years which stood out, you know, in a way. So yeah, this was something that I really didn't expect to come my way.
Amazing. And I have to say this, that even though the year is ending, Anushka has just begun, and there is such a beautiful long journey ahead, and it's only upward and onwards for you.
Hope.
So like this Korean heart.
Yes.
So on that note, thank you so much for removing time and doing this with us.
Thank you so
And
much.
it's a wrap.
Thank you.